Scratato, fratato, lawa! Welcome back, everyone. So we have Scar again solo, third time. And like the last two times, I have Mufasa at the bottom of the Fate deck. The rest of it is shuffled. I don't know what order it's in. I'm going to do 20 rounds again. And this time, if I roll before Mufasa gets out a 1, I'll fate myself. After Mufasa gets out, if it's a 1 or a 2, I'll fate myself. After Mufasa is in the succession pile, I'll fate myself on a 1, a 2, or a 3. And that's how we're going to do it this time. Let's see if it's any easier. Okay, so we will start by drawing 4 cards. It's your starting hand. Okay. And we will go to the elephant graveyard to collect 3 power. And we will spend 1 power to play Long Live the King. Which, if you don't know from the last 2 times, reveal the top 4 cards from your Fate deck. You may play 1 hero, discard the rest. So reveal the top 4. I may play 1 hero, but I'm not going to because all we care about is Mufasa, getting him out here. And then I can play 2 cards here, so I already did 1, I can play another. And you know what, I will play the second Be Prepared, or I'll play this Be Prepared, which you can see, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. You may choose 1 effect or up to 2 allies from your discard pile and put them into your hand. So I'm going to discard the top 3. 1, 2, 3, and I will choose 1 effect or 2 allies. I'm going to choose the 1 effect, put it back in my hand, put that in the discard pile, and now I can discard if I want to, but I actually don't want to now since I have this in my hand already, so I'll just end my turn. And like I've done in the previous videos, even though I should draw at the end of my turn, I'm going to draw at the beginning of my turn, that way I can keep track of the dice more easily. So let's see if we get fated. We do not. Move down to round 19, draw back up to 4, which all we need is 1 card to do that. Let's see what we have. Okay, so I will move here, get 2 power from there, and I will play Long Live the King for 1 power. So reveal the top 4 of the Fate deck. And I can choose a hero, but I'm not going to because all we care about is Mufasa. And I can play another card, and I will spend 2 to play Hyenas over here. And I will end my turn. Let's see if we get fated. Oops. It was a 3, so we do not get fated. Move down round 18, and drop back up to 4. So we need, how many do we need? We need 2 more. Are we, oops, at 18. Okay. So, very good, very good. We will move back to the elephant graveyard, get 3 power, spend 1 power to play Be Prepared. So we will discard the top 3. And we get to collect 1 effect, put it in our hand. And now we can spend 1 power for our second action to play that card as we dig for Mufasa. Okay. And so we did the 2 actions. We can discard if we want. I I kind of don't want to discard. Let's see. I'm going to not discard any. I'm going to hold on to these, maybe play some of them, see how that goes. So let's fate ourselves, or see if we get fated, rather. 3, so we do not get fated. Move down around 17 and drop back up to 4, so all we need is 1. Okay. Alright. Maybe we should have discarded these stampedes, but anyways, we'll go here. We will collect 2 power, and we will play... you know what? We should have discarded these. We should have done that. Let's see. Well, you know what? I will spend at least 2 to play Stampede here, at least to build up some strength there. And we'll just keep everything else. And let's see if we get fated. Nope. Move down to round 16. Draw up to 4. We just need 1. Gonna move to the Elephant Graveyard. Collect 3 power. And I will spend 2 power to play another group of hyenas, or another hungry hyena, to the gorge. And I will, let's see, I think I will just discard all of these with a discard action so that we can get another one of the effects that we need to get Mufasa out of there. So let's fade ourselves, or see if we get faded. 4, so we do not. Move down around 15. Draw back up to 4. Okay, so we will move to Pride Rock, get 2 power, spend 2 power to play another hyena here, and let's see. I can play another card if I want, and I don't really want to. Kind of want to get rid of these, but let's see. Alright, so we'll end the turn there. Oh, we got a 1, so we're going to get faded. So Simba or Pumbaa. So Simba's effect is really bad for Scar, but the fact that he has at least 5 strength is good, because that means in the long run, Hakuna Matata can't get him out. The Hakuna Matata card won't get him out of the succession pile once he's there. Pumbaa is more annoying than good. Pumbaa really doesn't have anything beneficial to Scar, so the fact that Simba is even at all beneficial for Scar is the reason we'll not choose him. And we'll place Pumbaa here, because that's probably the worst place for us to put him. Worst place for Scar. Right, so we're moving down to round 14. Drop back up to 4. Let's see. So where can else? Okay, so we can discard here. So I'll get 1. I will play. Do I have another hyena? I don't. Okay. Well, anyways, I'll play this one here. And I can discard. And you know what? I think I will discard these 2. Actually, you know what? I'm going to discard... I'll discard this one. I'll keep the other 2. So we will see if we get faded again. We do not, because we will only fade ourselves on a 1 or 2 when Mufasa is already out. Move down to round 13. Just draw 1, I believe. No, we need 2. Okay. So let's go here, get 3 power, spend 1 power to play this. To reveal the last one we need, Mufasa, put him there. So now we will fade ourselves if we land on a 1 or 2. But we still need to draw 4 cards total from here because of the Long Live the King card. So let's shuffle the Fate deck and draw 3 more cards and discard them. One more. Oh, one more. There we go. Alright, draw 3 to finish that. Oh, good, so we can get rid of one of these. That's fine. And that's fine. Okay, oops. Okay, so we played that card. We can't do any more actions because Pumbaa's blocking everything. So we at least know we have this, so we can use this if we get faded. Just so you can see, it says during their turn, if another player targets you with a fate action, you may play Injustice. Before they reveal cards, look at the top 2 cards of your fate deck, either discard or return each to the top of the deck. So that would be good if we get faded and we don't want to be faded. So let's see what happens. On a 1 or 2, we fade ourselves. Ooh, okay. So let's see what is worse for Scar. Okay, so probably this is worse for Scar if we put it on Mufasa, and just so you are aware. So Rafiki Stick. When Rafiki's stick is played, attach it to a hero. When that hero would be defeated, discard this item instead. So essentially we have to kill Mufasa twice in order to even start our succession pile because of that card. Oh, but we can use this like we just talked about. So we are going to use that, and so we're going to say that we use this so that way we could discard both of those fate cards instead of them being played on us. So there we go. This came in handy. Okay, so we faded. Now we'll move down to round 12. We will draw back up to 4. Okay. So I will move here, get 2 power. I am going to spend 2 power to play Bonsai the Hyena. His effect is gain 1 power for each other hyena discarded from Bonsai's location. So I'm playing him at Mufasa's location. And now we will play, because we can play 2 cards while we're here. As the second card, we will play Stick With Me. Choose a hyena who is not at Scar's location. You may perform 1 available action at that hyena's location. You cannot use Stick With Me to perform fate actions. So we're choosing a hyena who's not at Scar's location, any of these. And we can perform 1 available action at that location. We're going to choose the Vanquish action, and we're going to vanquish Mufasa, who has 6 strength. So let's see, how many do we need? So each of these gets +1 strength for each other hyena at their location. So right now there are 1, 2, 3. So each of these is going to have 4 strength. So what we will do is, man, I don't want to have to get rid of. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of these 2. To get Mufasa into the succession pile. So Mufasa has 6 strength. This one would have 4 because the other hyenas, this one has 2, so 4 plus 2 is 6. And Bonsai's power is going to be activated. I gain 1 power for each other hyena discarded from Bonsai's location. And that's going to happen now because this one is being discarded. So I get 1 power for that happening. And I'm not sure if we explained this all the way. So when Mufasa is defeated, put him into the succession pile. If Mufasa is in the succession pile, all heroes you defeat are put into the succession pile. And Scar's win condition is start your turn with at least 15 strength in the succession pile. So I'm going to have 6 strength right now, and I just need to get 9 more in order to win. Start my turn with 15 strength total here. So I played 2 cards. Now I can move a card, and I will. I'm going to move this Stampede here. The Stampede's ability does not trigger when they're moved, only when they're played. So that is it for that turn. Now that Mufasa is in the succession pile, I will fate myself if I land on a 1, a 2, or a 3. 4. Very good. Move down to round 11. Drop back up to 4. I think I only need 2 cards to do that. 1, 2. Alright. Let's see what we got. Alright, not bad, not bad. So, let's move here, because we're not too desperate for power right now. And what we're going to do is we are going to perform a vanquish action to use the Stampede to defeat Pumbaa. They both have 3 strength. And so because we have Mufasa in the succession pile, Pumbaa, instead of going to the fate discard pile, goes to the succession pile. So now we have 9 strength in the succession pile. We just need 6 more to start our turn with to win. So we played a card. Oh, no, we didn't play. No, we did not play a card. We performed a vanquish action. We can move a card, but I don't think we're going to do that. We're going to actually play a card. And I will play, because Simba's not in here yet, correct? Nope, Simba is not in here yet. And maybe we can get rid of some of those Hakuna Matatas by playing Long Live the King. So reveal the top 4 cards of your fake deck. You may play 1 hero, discard the rest. So let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least we got rid of 1 Hakuna Matata, and we're getting rid of Rafiki. I don't know if you've seen the other 2 videos, but Rafiki proved to be the most troublesome hero to Scar in the last 2 videos. So good to get rid of Hakuna Matata as well as Rafiki with that. Let's see. So can't play any more cards. We can move a card, but we don't want to really. So we will see if we get fated on a 1, 2, or 3. 2, we are going to get fated. Oh, Simba, that's what we wanted, and because we wanted that, we're going to play Zazu instead. Put him there, away from all those guys. Move down around 10. Drop back up to 4. I just need 1 card. So we're at the halfway point. I think we'll win this one, but let's see. Don't want to say that too fast, I guess. So let's go here, gain 3 power, and we will spend let's see. Yeah, I think we're gonna spend 1 power to play this. Choose a card from your fate discard pile and play it. So we want to play Simba. We'll put him there. So Simba's ability is hyenas cannot have a strength of more than 2. So that's really bad for Scar, because a lot of his hyenas are weak and they just strengthen each other. But let's see if we can get rid of Simba already. So we will play our second card, spend 2 power to play Hungry Hyena at Simba's location. So now each of these is going to have at least 2. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3. So they would normally have 3 power each, but because of Simba's ability, they can't have more than 2, so they're going to have 2 power each. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6. So on our next turn, we will hopefully be able to defeat Simba unless Fate does something to screw that up, like it's done in the last 2 games. So we played our 2 cards. We can discard if we want, but I think we're going to hold on to these. Let's see what happens with the Fate. We do not get fated, which is great. Move down to round 9. We need 2 cards to get back up to 4. So let's do that. Put this back there. So I believe now what we're going to do is, oh, good to have this on for just in case we get faded again. This is like becoming my favorite card after the last 2 videos. It's like my favorite card now. So we will go here this round, perform the Vanquish action to defeat Simba, which is going to take all of these hyenas to do that. Actually, you know what? We can't even do that. I just noticed. We cannot do that because Zazu is giving Simba an additional... Oh, wait, so we can. Yeah, so Simba has 6 strength because of Zazu, and we have 6 strength here. So we can do that. Okay, good, good. For whatever reason, I thought he had 6 on his own without Zazu, and Zazu would have given him 7, but I was wrong. So he has 6 strength total with Zazu's ability. We have 6 strength worth of hyenas, so we get to defeat Simba with that Vanquish action. So now our succession pile has 14. We just need 1 more strength to be able to win on the following turn. So let's see if we can get Zazu out of here. So let's see, I can play a card now because Simba's out of the way there. So let's do that. We'll spend 2 power to play these Hungry Hyenas at Pride Rock and hopefully get rid of Zazu. And you know what we're going to do is we're going to move this guy here with our move ability so that we can use this card to activate Vanquish to get rid of Zazu on the next turn. That's if, though, we can get his strength up. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. So let's remember we have this card just in case we get faded. So let's see what happens on a 1, 2, or 3. Okay, good. So we can hold on to that. Move down around 8. We draw back up to 4, which I'm only going to need this one. So we don't need to shuffle our discard pile yet. Okay. So that's not really helpful. So what we're going to do is actually go here, gain 3 power. We're going to spend 1 power to discard. Ooh, you know, that's not gonna... I have to discard to use it, but you know what? I'm gonna... yeah, might as well. So before I do that, then I'm going... Well, you know what? No, I'm just gonna do that. So we're going to use this to discard the top 3 cards of our deck. Because we need to draw cards and we don't have any, we gotta make this our new deck. So let's shuffle that. Okay, that's probably good enough. Let's move this out of the way for now. So we're gonna discard the top 3. And then we can get either 2 allies or 1 effect. We're going to get at least this 1 ally. Okay. And as our second action, we are going to play that ally. Put him there. And so we did the 2 actions, we collected 3 power. Now we will discard that Pride card, because we don't really use it in a 1-player game. And that's it, we'll end the turn there. Let's remember that we have this just in case we get faded. Let's actually leave it up if we do. So let's see what happens. 1, 2, or 3, we get faded. We do not get faded. So this goes down around 7. We draw back up to 4, so we need 2 cards to do that. Okay. So what we can do now is move here, immediately perform the Vanquish action. But you know what, that might not be the most advantageous thing for us to do. 1 second, let's think this through. Let's think about this for a second. You know what, we're actually going to move here. We will play this card to have him perform the Vanquish action, and it costs us no power. So these each have 2 now, which is just enough to defeat Zazu. So now we have more than 15 strength in our succession pile. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So now all we need to do is make it through the this fate, any fading that might happen. And if we get through it, then we'll win. So let's see. We can still play another card. And let's play... we'll play... let's collect 2 power, because we can now, because Zazu is gone, so we can collect 2 power. And we're going to spend that 2 power to play this hyena here. So we're kind of spread out. Got our hyena spread out. Got those 2 cards left. And now what I usually do is whenever I play solo, if I am at my win condition and I just need to start my turn and win, then I'm going to fate myself. I'm not even going to use this dice. I'm just going to just definitely fate myself to see if I would win if someone did fate me, because most likely you would be fated if you're about to win. So we're not going to use the dice this turn. But what we have is this card, so even if we do automatically fate ourselves, we win anyways. But let's see, let's for argument's sake say that we did not have this, and let's just see what happens. Oh, I think there's at least 1 more Hakuna Matata in here, because there's 3. Yep. So what would happen is this would be played, and Pumbaa would most likely come out. And be played somewhere, probably where there are no hyenas. So let's say we did not have this card, because we do have it, we basically just won, because we would have prevented that from happening. But let's say we didn't have this card. I'm actually going to discard it. And let's just see if we could win if we keep fating ourselves after every time we get that win condition. And let's see if we ever win with even though we are fated. So let's keep going down to round 6. Draw back up to 4. And we're only going to automatically fade ourselves if we are at that 15. So as long as we're not at that 15, we'll still use the dice. So let's see. So what we're going to do is... So let's see. I was going to move here, use this card to get some hyenas here, and then vanquish, but I don't have enough power to do that. So what I will do is move here, get 3 power. So we can play 2 cards here. So let's do that. We'll spend all 4 of our power to play these 2 hyenas here. Let's we can't do it. We don't have enough money to do anything else. We can discard if we want, but I'm not going to. So let's roll the dice. Do not get faded. Move down around 5. Drop back up to 4, so we need 2 cards. Okay, so what we will do is go here, get 2 power, so that we have some, building up the power. We're going to use Stick With Me to have this hyena activate the Vanquish action for us, allowing us to defeat Pumbaa with these 2 hyenas, which together have 4 strength because of their ability. So that brings us back to our win condition. Anything else I want to do? I think we'll leave it there and see what happens. So we're gonna, because we're at our win condition, we're gonna automatically fade ourselves. And if we do not draw Hakuna Matata, basically we win. So if we draw Hakuna Matata, where the game keeps going. So let's hope we don't draw Hakuna Matata. There's 3 in here, I believe, and the deck is smaller now that these 4 are out, so higher chance that we will draw at least one of those 3 Hakuna Matatas. So let's see what happens. Oh. So basically Pumbaa comes back out, goes back there, and let's move here. Oh, we're at so we're at round 4 now. Get a card. Let's see. We'll get 3 power. We'll spend 2 to put that guy there. We'll discard this one. And what I could do is play Be Prepared and draw 4 cards and hopefully discard the other 2 Hakuna Matatas. Actually, no, I'm thinking of the wrong card. I'm thinking of Long Live the King, so I can't even do that. So forget it. Let's just continue. So I'm going to want to move Hyena here to get rid of Pumbaa next turn. So let's see if we get faded anyways. We do not. Move down around 3. Drop back up to 4. So we need 2 cards. So this is the one I was thinking about. I can maybe dig out the other 2 Hakuna Matatas so that I prevent it from being played again. So let's move here. Move a hyena with the move action. Use the Vanquish action to defeat Pumbaa again. And let's spend the 1 power and see if we can get rid of those other 2 Hakuna Matatas. Otherwise, we're almost guaranteeing that we're going to play one on ourselves again. So let's see if we can draw both of them. Uh-oh. Okay, well, we got 1. Okay, well, at least we got 1 out, and Rafiki and his stick. So, let's see, what do we have? Okay. We can't discard. So, let's see what happens. So we're definitely going to fade ourselves because we're at our win condition. So we get automatically faded. Ooh, Hakuna Matata. Oh, there we go. So because we did not draw Hakuna Matata, and these can't bring any of these guys out of the fake discard pile. If you want to read these, this just adds strength to a hero, and this is just a hero that I can play somewhere, but it doesn't save anyone from the succession pile. So because We have, so, you know, what we'll do, we'll just get to the start of our turn. So we'll move down to round 2, draw back up to 4. Legal game state. We have 15 strength in the succession pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. More than 15 in the succession pile at the beginning of our turn. We win the game as Scar in solo mode, finally. Alrighty. Man, that took a while. What? You never played Tuber Simulator? You know it's fun, right? Now, I'm not supposed to give my opinion, but give it a try and let me know how you like it. I forget the rest. It's free and that's a great price. Bye.